Today, let us have a walkthrough on United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 6, Clean Water and Sanitation for All. This aims to ensure sustainable management and access of clean water and sanitation facilities for all people around the globe. We all know that 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered with water. But the amount of usable water is steadily declining. To combat this and to increase water security, the United Nations have instituted Sustainable Development Goal, clean water and sanitation for all. Let's talk statistics. Safe drinking water, sanitation and hygiene is still out of reach for billions. 2.2 billion people lack safely managed drinking water and basic hand washing facilities, while 3.5 billion people lack safely managed sanitation. 2.4 billion people live in water stressed countries even today. This crisis not only affects humans but even other creatures too. 81% of species dependent on inland wetlands have declined since 1970. The world's water-related ecosystems are being degraded at an alarming rate, with over 85% of the planet's wetlands being lost in the last 300 years. Meeting drinking water, sanitation and hygiene targets by 2030 requires a 4 times increase in the pace of progress. At current rates in 2030, 1.6 billion people lack safely managed drinking water, while 1.9 billion people lack basic hand hygiene facilities and 2.8 billion people lack safely managed sanitation. The United Nations have assigned 8 targets as part of this goal to be achieved by 2030, covering the main areas of water supply, sanitation and water resource management. The targets are safe and affordable drinking water, ending open defecation and providing access to sanitation and hygiene, improving water quality, wastewater and treatment and safe reuse, increasing water use efficiency and ensuring fresh water supplies, implementing integrated water management resources, protecting and restoring water-related ecosystems, expanding water and sanitation support to developing countries, and supporting local engagement in water and sanitation management. The Government of India has taken a few initiatives to achieve the targets of this goal. They are the Swachh Bharat Mission, the National Rural Drinking Water Program, the Jal Jeevan Mission, the Atal Bhujal Yojana, the National Urban Sanitation Policy, and the National Water Mission. As a direct result of these initiatives, India has made substantial progress towards achieving the goal of clean water and sanitation for all. The percentage of population using an improved drinking water source in rural areas has increased from 94.57% in 2015 to 99.29% in 2023. The percentage of districts achieving their open defecation free target has reached a solid 100% in 2019 to 2023. The SDG India Index Score, the country's principal tool for measuring national and subnational progress on sustainable development goals, shows significant improvement from 63 in 2018 to 89 in 2023 to 24. The area which now needs special focus is Target 6.3, which talks about improving water quality by reducing pollution, eliminating dumping and minimizing release of hazardous chemicals and materials, halving the proportion of untreated wastewater substantially, increasing recycling and safe reuse globally by 2030. Over 80% of wastewater worldwide is dumped untreated into water supplies. 2 million tons of human waste is disposed in watercourses every day. Research suggests only 20% of global wastewater is currently being treated. The rest gets dumped untreated into water supplies. If wastewater is drunk, which happens in many water-stressed cities or used directly in agriculture, the impacts for human health ecosystems, biodiversity, and agriculture can be considered. In our own city, Chennai, I have heard from my grandparents and parents how the Coom River has become so polluted. The Buckingham Canal, which was once a waterway, is no longer usable due to pollution. Hence, the need of the hour is to protect and restore the water bodies from pollution, and that is where my product comes handy. Having this product commercialized and installed in all usable water bodies would help detect any pollutants entering into water body and immediately alert authorities before major damage is done. Many a time, the damage becomes irreversible and the pollution is left unnoticed for a long time. My product is a water quality tester which can continuously monitor water bodies and automatically alert authorities whether a particular sample of water is safe for domestic use. It gives out a message which tells us the amount of pH, turbidity, and turbidity values of a water sample and lets us know if the sample is fit for domestic use. A prototype diagram of the product is given below. The device has three sensors: turbidity sensor, pH sensor, and TDS sensor, which measure the pH, turbidity, and TDS of a water sample. An Arduino Uno collects the data from these sensors and sends it via Bluetooth to a smartphone or a PC. Also, if the values measured exceed a specified limit, it warns the connected device that the water sample is polluted, and if the measured values are within limit, then it displays a message that the sample is safe for domestic use. The device can be further scaled up to alert pollution control board and local body officials if the water body is found to be polluted. Water is a precious resource and scarce resource whose careful use and reuse is essential for the sustenance of future generations on earth. Through my product, I hope we can preserve and protect our water bodies by protecting them from getting polluted. This is essential to ensure availability of clean water to all, which is the main motto of UNSDG 6. Thank you, and this is Sean P. John from Grade 8 signing off.